So this is kind of a little graph of where we get our investors from. So you can see majority of them are from down south, which is because property prices down there are huge compared to up here. So our entry level is much, much lower. So you can actually invest up here for around £40,000, rather than 100 or whatever it would be in London or the southeast. So that's kind of one of our pulls. And then on top of that, even though it's cheaper to purchase property, you're generally getting a higher yield as well. I think in London, I think the average was something like 4%, something.
Just interesting enough on this point, you mentioned about houses of 125,000. So I was in London this weekend looking for an apartment. I live in Marbella, Spain, but you can't get too much like theatres, entertainment as you can in London. London's great for that. But I looked at Kensington, and the average house, or the flat, not house, I'll scrap that, just a flat, a two-bed flat, was averaging 650,000. And if you think about it,
Really?
that's the stamp duty, land tax alone is the same cost of one of your properties.
Just as one house. Yeah, it's crazy when you put it like that. It's mental. I've got a cousin who lives in London. He lives in Shoreditch in one of the high rises. He's just got a one bed flat, him, his missus, and his son. And I think got it valued at something like 400,000.
Yeah,
a one bed flat. It's crazy.
It is nuts.
Yeah, you can get 8 houses for that. Down it over here.
And I think that's why anyone listening to the show should realise that if they have been trying to build a property portfolio in London and saying, well, it's taking too long. Well, you probably, and it's understandable. If you work with people like you, Alex, in Teesside, your property portfolio will be building much quicker, and the returns you get per year can be reinvested into another property before you buy your first one in London.
Yeah, like for instance, for that £600,000 one you were on about, that's getting you minimum of probably 10 properties here.
Yeah,
easily, and that's then 10 monthly incomes, 10 capital growth, like 10 return on investments. That's compounding every year. Yeah. So that 10 generally probably is going to be better than just getting one in London. Although capital growth will probably be better in London. Your probably monthly income, although it'll be higher, the yield won't be as strong.
But equally, we've not seen that capital growth. If you look at the 10 properties of 15% like you mentioned earlier, London's not seeing 15%.
Yeah, you're not gonna get that. You're not gonna get that. So that's like the pull of the area, and we are starting to see quite a lot more of southern investors and foreign investors as well looking at our area. So I think foreign investors before were all kind of looking at London, Manchester, Liverpool, kind of Birmingham, the bigger cities. But I think now Teesside's kind of come onto the map a little bit, and people are kind of seeing what they can get for the money, and they're all, quite a lot of people are starting to come in now, which is, makes it a bit more competitive, which is fine. But it's pushing property prices up. So obviously, the sooner you get in, the better it is, the better off you're going to be.